Raven Witchwood here, and hold on to your thermal detonators because we're diving into Andor, the Star Wars prequel that dared to ask, what if Rebellion didn't need space wizards? Buckle up. This is Raven's Fandom Rewind, where snark meets fandom, and plot holes tremble in fear. Now, Andor sets the scene as a prequel to Rogue One, but instead of starship dogfights and Death Star-sized egos, it's a gripping plunge into espionage and gritty rebellion politics. Imagine Game of Thrones levels of intrigue but with fewer dragons and more morally flexible protagonists. In short, this isn't your lightsaber-swinging, galaxy-rescuing Disney affair. This is Star Wars on hard mode. Picture this. Cassian Andor, our anti-hero, brought to life by Diego Luna, who plays him with the kind of quiet ferocity that makes you wonder if he's planning the next revolution, or just enjoying a really existential nap. By the way, quick pause to shout out Luna's ability to turn even the simplest glance into Shakespeare. Seriously, was Shakespeare a spy? Maybe now we wonder. The plot crawls out of the underbelly of the galaxy, focusing on how the Rebel Alliance wasn't built on lofty ideals alone. Nope. Secrets, lies, sabotage, grainy data tapes. Sound familiar? It's office politics, but with blasters. And let's talk factions. This isn't a united front. This Rebel Alliance is a deeply paranoid trust exercise with laser beams. Apparently, uniting people against the biggest human rights violator in the galaxy is harder than readying a Death Star. Then, there's Mon Mothma, played to perfection by Genevieve O'Reilly. This is the origin story of the Rebel Queen we didn't know we needed. She's navigating the Empire with all the muted grace of someone trying to smuggle contraband Twinkies past security. Who knew galas and shady bank transfers could be this riveting? Meanwhile, let's dive into the boots-on-the-ground espionage. If the name Luthen Rael doesn't sound familiar to you now, hit rewind. Stellan Skarsgård delivers a performance so cold it chills Beskar. Every line from him feels like he's 3 steps ahead of everyone. The kicker? That ship he pilots. It's basically space James Bond. Need to escape TIE fighters? No problem. Deploy the space equivalent of throwing ninja stars at your enemies and speed away. Now, for my favorite behind-the-scenes bombshell, let's talk design. Did you know every city in Andor was built entirely from scratch? This isn't your green screen playground?
Nope, it's a physical set, folks. The production team opted to craft gritty, real-world locales that don't just look lived in, they look survived in. Breathe it in. The dust, pollution, and moral decay of the Empire truly hit different when it's tangible. Yet, Andor sparked controversy for daring to exclude fan service. Gasp. No Jedi? No iconic Darth Vader breathing in the background? But here's where it nails it. By focusing on the ground-level struggles of everyday citizens, Andor becomes the first Star Wars installment to shove the laser sword aside and place the people, the workers, the spies, the everyday hustlers, right in the spotlight. And doesn't it feel overdue? Of course, the show doesn't waste time in over-glorifying the rebellion. Its harsh reality hits like a slap to the senses, and its characters? They all inhabit the gray zone. Allies can be predators, and enemies don't twirl mustaches. You actively question everyone's loyalty one episode at a time. Watching Andor is less, choose your side, and more, can I trust you with my secrets, or will you sell me out for rations? And, zoom in, did anyone else ugly cry during that prison episode? Andy Serkis shows up, channels, "This is my Oscar force," and leaves us audible gasping. The rebellion doesn't look so glorious from behind bars, does it? If that arc didn't make you whisper, "I'm never looking at hydrospanners the same way again," were you even watching? Now, will Andor change everything you know about Star Wars? Not really. It simply adjusts the lens, so you see what truly fuels a galaxy-wide rebellion. Ordinary people making sacrifices for an extraordinary dream. It's raw, grounded, and unsettlingly human. A rebel anthem without auto-tune. This is Star Wars After Dark. That's another Fandom rewound and roasted. I'm Raven Witchwood, your snarky ginger guru, reminding you that geeking out with style always beats arguing with Twitter PTSD over whether or not the Phantom Menace deserves redemption. Keep the fandom love alive, one hyperspace jump at a time.